Welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we are going to discuss slowly changing dimensions, commonly known as SCD, in Azure Data Factory. This is a very important concept in data warehousing and is also frequently asked in interviews. A dimension table stores descriptive information that is used for reporting and analysis. Common examples include customer, product, and employee tables. Unlike fact tables, dimension data changes slowly over time. Slowly changing dimensions are dimensions where data changes over time, but these changes are not very frequent. Businesses often want to track these changes, which means history management becomes necessary. SCD is important because it maintains historical accuracy. It allows time-based analysis, supports auditing and compliance, and is critical for enterprise-level reporting systems. There are multiple types of slowly changing dimensions. The most common ones are Type 0, Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Each type handles data changes in a different way. SCD Type 0 means no changes are allowed. Once data is inserted, it never changes. This is used for static attributes, and in real projects, it is rarely used. SCD Type 1 overwrites the existing data. There is no history maintained. This approach is simple to implement and is commonly used for data corrections. SCD Type 1 is used when changes are just corrections, like fixing typos or formatting issues. It is suitable when history is not required and attributes are non-critical. SCD Type 2 is the most widely used approach. It preserves full history by creating new records. It uses effective start and end dates to track changes over time. SCD Type 2 requires additional columns. A surrogate key uniquely identifies records. Effective start and end dates track validity. A current flag indicates the active record. When a change is detected, the existing record is expired. A new record is inserted with updated values. This way, full history is maintained. SCD Type 3 maintains limited history. It adds an extra column to store the previous value. This type is rarely used in modern systems. Azure Data Factory does not have a direct SCD activity. SCD logic is implemented using mapping data flows. We use lookups and conditional logic to control how changes are handled. In mapping data flows, data is first read from the source. A lookup checks existing dimension data. Then conditional logic decides whether to insert or update records. SCD Type 1 overwrites data and is simple. SCD Type 2 preserves history. Type 1 is easier to manage, but Type 2 is the enterprise standard. Common challenges include detecting changes accurately, handling late arriving data, optimizing performance, and managing surrogate keys. A common example is customer address change. Instead of overwriting, a new record is inserted. The old record is expired, and history is preserved. Interviewers often ask, what is a slowly changing dimension? They focus on Type 1 versus Type 2 differences. They also ask how SCD is implemented in ADF and why Type 2 is preferred. SCD helps manage dimension changes effectively. Type 2 is the most important in real projects. ADF uses mapping data flows for implementation. This is a strong interview topic. Thank you for watching. This content is brought to you by ZoomInData. Subscribe for more Azure Data Factory videos. Let's continue to learn, build, and scale together.